Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity.
Quiet, we're on the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Over Eli White and make sure that he gets credit. Eli, you also have to interview. Before I get to this guy, our MVP, you made some unbelievable defensive catches, sitting out with your dad in the outfield as a kid. Now you're in left for the Atlanta Braves. What's this mean to you?
Yeah, it's surreal, you know, getting to be out there and wear this jersey. It's a dream come true, and just super thankful I can help the team win, you know. That's what it's all about, so I'm super thankful.
You're also a shortstop in college. How about this guy playing short, going to the outfield, doing it all, coming through?
Unbelievable. Not many many guys can do what he does. It's just a pleasure to watch every day. He's a special player.
What is it like to hit 100+ miles an hour? How do you do that?
I don't know. It was God right there. I mean, I was trying to put good at bat and everything. I mean, just trying to honestly put that ball in play. But, man, sorry for Mateo. Mateo busts his ass down the line over here. Yeah. Then, you see a guy going first to third. You saw him already with a bum knee over there. Then also put a great at bat, and everything. I just trying to, put my rice right there. Just put it right there, and ended up in anything. Yeah, it was a cushion right there.
I love it. How about Martin Perez tonight and the bullpen coming through, matching up an incredible pitcher?
Martin has been great all year. He comes out and shouts and everything. We always make fun of him, saying 88, but that's the hardest 88 we've seen. This guy comes out here and always give us a quality start. He's like wine. The older he gets, the better it gets. It is.
It's fun when you have a good team and you go out there and play hard, and at the same time you enjoy the game.
What's it like for you personally, being sent down, called back up on waivers, and here you've been arguably the cog in the rotation that's held everything together?
As I've been saying from the beginning of the season, is I just come here to do my job. I don't control the decisions, and I'm healthy, so any decisions they make, I just gotta be available to go out there and do my job. I know I've been a lot of things around me, but I think mentally I'm strong, and I'm just here to help the team.
A lot of teams in your career, where did this Braves team, the chemistry, just the way they get along, where does that rank and just what makes it special?
Everything starts in spring training. We're trying to have fun, and for me personally, I just trying to know more my teammates, and because sometimes you have to deal with a lot of personalities, but this thing is fun. It's not hard to be around these guys and play with these guys.
You said in New York you kind of thrived on, you knew the team was scuffling, going out there and being the stopper. Did you kind of feel that way coming in?
Yeah, I think it was a hard trip for us last week, and be back home, rest a little bit more and play against these fans is good. It's awesome. We got a good energy from the fans, and that gives us an extra push to go out there and put everything together and win.
For you, just how good is that moment here? I know it doesn't replace everything else, but or change anything else, but for your week, kind of just explain how good that felt just to do that.
Felt pretty good, man. Felt pretty good. Of course, people know what's going on and everything, but it's fun when we win baseball games, and be able to come through as one of the best pitchers. It's pretty good.
Milwaukee.
I mean, as a hitter, as a competitor, they always tell you, never give him enough credit. That guy's lights out, man. That guy, it's a different fastball. He's been blessed, man. He goes out there and throws the fastball and then the cutter and everything, and try to put a good at bat. I mean, first thing I took of him, I went my normal, and then after that, the whole game, I went two-strike approach, try to put something in play, try to make it happen, and then, when I got the bases loaded, I was just trying to put it in play.
A lot this year, but what is it about those moments that just seems to kind of elevate you, and you seem to be able to just have a knack for coming through when this team needs it most?
People are going to be cliche and everything, but I always pray, man, before I go out there and everything. I go there and say, God, this is you right here, take care of it, and then, and they're coming through and everything, and, it's stuff for me that trying to make it happen, and trying to give him a win, try to he pitches his ass off pretty much. I mean, he gave us a chance. I mean, people don't realize, I got the hit, but he put zeros on the board in the lineup that they put the ball in play, and they hit home runs and everything. He gave us the chance, and Mateo ran out that ball. You saw him limping after, and then first to third and that, and then Oli put in a great at bat. I mean, it was a team effort, man. I got the base hit and everything, but everybody just put a grain of salt in the bullpen coming in. It's just it's a great win as a team.
You seem pretty excited.
Oh yeah, I think I was more excited than him, and everything. Eli is even a kill all the time and everything, but try to hype him up a little bit. Save the game, man. He saved the game. Sometimes people don't realize that you will come and you're trying to get the base hit, but. That was play of the game right there. I think that play was more important than the Milwaukee hit.
Your 22nd and 23rd RBI with 2 outs. Does your approach change at all in those types of situations?
Yes. I mean, yes. It's not. I try to bring him in. Try to find a way to bring him in, and like I'd say, it's trying to make something happen. Sometimes I'll hit it out. Sometimes I'll simple base hit. That's all I need.
The thoughts of manager Walt Weiss.
That was a good game, man. That's a really good game. I mean, felt like we played a complete game. It's been a little while since we've done that, but we pitched really well, played great defense, and got some clutch hits. So it's a great game, a really well pitched game on both sides. Martin was outstanding again, going 6 innings and handing the ball off to the back end of our pen. Doobie with a huge hit. Eli with 2 great plays in left field. I thought we put together some good at-bats against probably the best arm in the game. I mean, that's a rough ride right there, facing that guy. But I thought we really, just put together some really good, tough at-bats. And, it's a good win.
So many things you can look at tonight with, but just to look at that 6th inning, you think about Mateo's legs, Olsen's, getting that walk, and just for Dubon to do what he's been doing. It just felt like everything kind of fell into place.
Yeah, it did. It looked like our team before about a week or a week and a half ago. That's pretty much what we've looked like all year. And look, these things are going to happen. You're going to hit these skids every once in a while, but really proud of our guys because it's been a tough stretch, as we all know, and then you're facing Mizrowski, and we play a game like that and win the game. It's not easy to do. So, but it took everything. It took everything to win that game. You mentioned Olsen, just being down 0-2 to that guy and drawing a walk. I mean, that's really difficult to do. It's a great at bat by Olsen. Like you said, Georgie using his legs to beat the ball out. So yeah, it took all those things to win that game. That's a good team. They're a tough team to put away. The ball's in play all the time. They don't chase. They got really good pitching. So that's always the common denominator with good teams. They pitch well.
What's it like having someone like Martin who was sent down earlier, comes back up, finds his way back in the rotation, and is able to contribute the way he did, on nearly all the starts of the league on a regular basis?
He's been one of our best starters. He's one of our many, I guess you could say, unsung heroes, the guys that maybe when we were in spring training, we weren't looking at some of these guys as being the impact players that they've been. Martin's one of them. Now he's had a really good career. He was hurt last year, and I think through 45 innings or so. So you don't know what to expect, but he's been unbelievable. A great leader in the clubhouse, a great example, just a tremendous competitor, and the guy can pitch, man. I mean, it's not all about lighting up the radar gun, as he shows. I mean, if you can command the ball and you can make the ball move late, you can be successful.
Talk about the unsung heroes. I feel like the last part of the game really shows that. Yaz's home run, Mateo's base running, those 2 big plays that Eli White had. Just kind of the comfort knowing that, even when you have guys out like Acuna and Michael Harris, you have other guys that are going to immediately step back in and play at their best.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up Yaz. He took some good swings off of Mizrowski, and then he hits the big add-on homer late. Because that team's not going to go down easy in the 9th. So having that extra run was huge. Bullpen did a great job. They had some traffic, but got through it. So yeah, it's just a really good team win.
You talk about games during the season. Sometimes when you look back, you don't forget those games. Is this one of those games that helps you in the playoffs if you get there and helps you or reminds you how good this team is?
I think so, because of what I said. I mean, we've been in a tough stretch, and it's been a lot of things, right? I mean, we've talked about, make excuses, so we haven't talked about it a whole lot, but it's just been the the whole thing, the travel, the rain delays, the early morning arrivals. It's kind of hit us all at once. We weren't playing well, and then you're up against that arm that we had to face tonight after going through this tough stretch, and we come out and play like that. It's one of those things that can really catapult you, So we'll see, but just really proud of our guys and the way that they handled this tonight, and they've handled the last 7 to 10 days.
You brought up Jorge hustling down the line. He needed a little attention. After that, everything okay? What happened?
Yeah, no, he's fine. He got a little sore knee, but it's no big deal. You saw him take off after that, so it didn't affect him. But ended up being a big play.
Mauricio notched his 22nd and 23rd RBI with 2 outs. Just he's been swinging as well as anyone lately. Just how is he able to be so good in those situations?
He's got that clutch gene. Some people don't believe in that, but it's a real thing. Doobie can just slow the game down in big moments. Not everyone can do that. You get caught up in the emotions of the moment, and you get carried away with it. Doobie just uses all those emotions and that adrenaline to fine-tune his focus. And he's been doing that all year. He's been getting big hits like that, 2-out hits, game-winning hits. Just really clutch. He's got a knack for it. It's not by accident.
You look back and looking at Savon, I think you've had one other hit before today as an organization, probably since 2008 or whatever. The velocities were tracked against a pitch 102 or higher. And you had a couple tonight, How unique was that to see a guy like that, and how good is that to get out of a game where it's only 7? He only gets 7. I don't know, only 7. But.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean that's an extremely unique look. You don't see that anywhere. It not only is it 102 and above, but it's 7'5" of extension. Nobody has that. So it's the velocity and the extension. The ball is on you as soon as he lets it go. I mean, it probably is similar to like what it looked like when you're in there against Randy Johnson. Obviously left-handed, right-handed, but just the extension and the velocity. You don't see that. You can't prepare for that. You can go hit off the trajectory and all that stuff, but until you step in that box, man, that's a whole different look than what you're used to seeing. And I thought we took some good swings. I knew he was going to punch guys out. He's going to get swing and miss. But I thought we took some really good swings against him.
You mentioned the complete game that you played tonight. You talked a little bit about some of the unsung heroes. Is this the deepest version of this roster you can remember, at least in quite some time? Because it seems like there's no shortage of guys who can step up and step in important moments.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think there's any question about that. In my 9 years here, we've always had the everyday players that posted and played well, but typically, and nothing against the guys that have been here, but there's been a big drop-off when you go to the bench, and just the opposite. There's been times where our bench has carried us this year. The guys that we're talking about, they've carried us, and so that's what it takes to have a good year, to go deep in the playoffs. You got to be able to use your entire roster. Everyone's got to chip in. It's the same thing in the bullpen. Guys are doing their thing out there. So it's I think our strength is in the sum of our parts, right? And when you put it all together, it's a good group.
Mateo, I mean, it seemed like he played an incredible shortstop tonight. The play up the middle where he limited it to 1 run, and it came up on the Pratt ground out there. I mean, how valuable was he tonight?
Yeah, Georgie played a great game. Like you said, had to make some tricky plays and at some tough moments with the game on the line. And for me, that's how you judge shortstops. With the game on the line, do they make the tough play? Can they finish? And Georgie finished those plays. He stopped the ball from going to center field the first time, but he finished a couple tough plays. Look, he's a talented player, man. Everyone's known that for a long time. I do think that there's a level of comfort for him here. He's been embraced here, and And I think, it helps his performance, loving it here. I think it has something to do with it, yeah.
You're in Braves country.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
Armchair.
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a-ding-dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
people will come.
There come Parises they can't even fathom. I'm not sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door, as innocent as children, longing for the past.
They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baselines, back when they were children. Cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team you...
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy? He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and pour you a cold one. It's time for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside for what should be a great game here on the diamond as we take you out to the old ballpark, kick up your feet, let's take a journey back to the golden age of radio baseball. We'll do our best to paint the picture as the game goes along. Roll call is on the way. It's time to join the country club, join in the fun. It's time to chop along. Go ahead and put your game face on. Here are the starting lineups for today's action. Leading off, the left fielder for the Milwaukee Brewers, Jackson Churio. 10 home runs, 28 RBI, 305 average. Bryce Turang batting second, playing second. 11 home runs, 46 RBI, 12 stolen bases, batting 264. We'll go ahead and speed this up real quick. Contreras is batting third, behind the plate with 6 home runs and a 286 average. Sanchez, the designated hitter, batting cleanup, 7 home runs, 226 on the year. Vaughn batting fifth, playing first, 2 home runs, a 352 average. Perkins batting sixth and in right field. He has 1 home run and a 148 clip. Mitchell, center field, batting seventh, 5 home runs, 34 RBI. Pratt at short, batting eighth, 4 for 12 on the year. Ortiz is batting 205 with a home run and 5 stolen bases. And on the mound, it's Kyle Harrison. Kyle is 8-1 with a shiny 2.47 ERA and a 1.10 whip. 65 innings, 80 strikeouts. He can bring it. 18 walks, 7 home runs, and 54 hits allowed. He'll be going head-to-head with the conductor, Chris Sale. 8-5 with a 2.30 ERA and a 105 whip. 78 innings, 92 strikeouts. 6 home runs served, 62 hits given up. Backing up Sale in the bottom of the first inning, batting leadoff. In left field, it's Mauricio Dubon. 7 home runs, a 259 average. Drake Baldwin, the designated hitter, batting second with 14 home runs and a 292 clip. Matt Olson batting third, playing first. 20 home runs, 273 on the year. Ozzie Albies batting cleanup, batting second, 10 home runs and a 277 average. Michael Harris II is patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves, 14 home runs and a 306 average. Austin Riley batting sixth. Third baseman has 8 home runs, batting 213. Eli White in right field, batting seventh with a 222 average and 3 homers. And Joey Bart is behind the plate. 2 home runs, a 259 clip. Jorge Mateo is your shortstop, and he's batting ninth with a 283 average and 4 home runs on the year. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate tonight, it's Ron Culpa. Your first base umpire, Scott Berry. Second base will be manned by Manny Gonzalez, and down the third base line, it's Tom Hanahan. Game time temperatures here, Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia, 83 degrees, wind blowing right to left at 8 miles an hour. Braves minus 129 on the money line, Milwaukee plus 119. The over-under is 7.
We got it.
Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation, bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 300 play-by-play games right here on the BCR. Please like and subscribe today. Don't forget to hype the videos. It helps the smaller stations to bring folks in so we can all root this great game on together. Welcome in, Braves Country, just moments away from first pitch. Good to see everybody in the chat. We'll give you our salutations as we go along. Got a couple more things I got to do to set up for the broadcast.
Milwaukee Brewers wearing their road dark blues, gray pants. Braves are wearing their light blue City Connects. Braves, Atlanta across the chest in white outlined in red. Light blue ball cap, dark blue bill, and the lowercase a representing the city of Atlanta. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta, from 1871 till present day, it's America's team, and Chris Sale is about to hit the bump. Chris Sale, 8-5. With a 2.30 ERA, and what you'll get from Chris is a 7-pitch mix. He throws the slider and the four-seamer about 80% of the time altogether, and 80-85% of the time, and the rest of the 15%, you're going to see the curveball. Excuse me, the changeup in the sinker. It's getting closer to 20% on the second half. About 18-19% of the time, you won't see the four-seamer or the slider. He likes to set you up with the four-seamer, get a couple of strikes here and there, and then wipe you out with that devastating curveball. Leadoff hitter, Jackson Churio, is digging in. Lefty-righty matchup as Chris Sale comes set. And yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. The first pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball right down the pipe. It's 0-1, excuse me. Waiting for the 3D to kick in. As soon as it does, we will bring it to you. The 0-1 kicks and fires. Right there for a strike, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Starting to wind in now, so we'll bring it to you here in just a moment. The 0-2 pitch. There we go. Pitch is down and in, and it is 1-2. 1-2 count. Brings it. Drops the slider on the outside track. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. And there's one away. Good pitch there by Sale. A sinker right down there at the bottom of the zone. That'll get your Atlanta Braves going here on a Saturday afternoon in Georgia. Blew it right by it. It looked like Churio was sitting on the soft stuff. I was looking at his numbers before the game. He is 4 for 9 lifetime versus Sale. So they might have switched something up there. First pitch on the way. It's 97, outside wide. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Sale brings it. Fastball. Outside wide, 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Sale comes set. Kicks and fires. Right there at the knees. 2-1. Braves nothing. Brewers nothing. Just getting going here in the top of the first. Michael Harris is back in the lineup. We didn't think we'd see him today. It's the 2-1 swing and a miss to him, too. Thought with it being a day game, they may give him an extra day, maybe even hold him off. But I guess they want to test it, because if we have to go to the West Coast and he's still not feeling it, they're going to have to make a move before they pull the wheels up in Atlanta. The 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 2 down. 2 quick outs. Good to see everybody in the chat. I see Scotty B, Chop Shop, Richard Talley, Oswaldo, JB is the first pitch, four-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Susan Gray, Mark, Randy, Bobby B and Scotty B, Richard Talley, the 1-0 pitch, upstairs for a strike, 1-1. So 1-1 count, James Ray. Butters. 1-1 pitch, high and out of the zone, 2-1. Schober in the house. The 2-1 swing, lifts it high and deep into center field, going back on the track and making the catch at the warning track for allowed out number 3 is Harris. 75% of this great world is covered by water, the rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Walthour, Georgia, South Carolina, North Bonneville, Washington, Indian Mound, Tennessee. Yeah, but where you at, son? Danville, Nassau, Burbank, Venezuela, watching from Iowa. Good to see you, Stacy. Nothing your scores. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Dubon, the Drake, and Olsen will be leading us off. Braves, nothing. Brewers, nothing. Braves took the first game of this series. A 3-2 win, heart-stopping win. If you missed that game last night, you missed a game. I would think so. 9:04. Kiana, Alaska. Good to see you, Teddy Reed. First pitch swinging by Mauricio Dubon is swatted on the ground over to third. That's going to be a hard hit ball, but an atom ball. One hopper into the mitt of the third baseman over there, Joey Ortiz. He'll flip it to first, and there's one away. Left to right across the outfield for the Brew Crew, it's Churio, Mitchell, and Perkins. Around the horn, third to first, Ortiz, Pratt, Terang, and Vaughn. Contreras behind the plate, and, of course, Harrison on the hill. First pitch up inside to the Drake. Taken for a ball, it's 1-0. 1-0. Four-seam fastball on the outer edge for a strike, 1-1. Only Dubon 0 for 2, Olsen 0 for 3, and Riley 2 for 3. Eli 0 for 2, and Bart 0 for 2 have ever seen Harrison. So a very small sample size. We will take Ozzie Albies to click with the left-hander on the mound, and we'll take your Atlanta Braves to win this one today. We'll say 4-1. The 2-1 pitch, swing, bangs it down the line, foul. 2-2. I believe I forgot to get that in the flurry. The pregame showed the audio pregame showed the presser from last night is the 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. Went a little longer than we thought it did. That's why we had to speed all that up and didn't get everything else in today. Matt Olson, the batter. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Just misses the outside. 1-1. Little outside, high in the zone. The 1-1 pitch. On deck is Ozzie. Harris is in the hole. The pitch on the way, swing. Rolls it softly towards first, and that'll be an easy G3 as Vaughn steps on the base, and the Braves go down quietly as well. We expect a pitcher's duel today. 0-0 your score. We go to the second inning here in Braves country.
What's for dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner? Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please.
Jambalaya? Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover? I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then. And then. No and then. And then. No and then. And then. No and then. And then.
I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off me, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order us some pizza.
A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back. Chris Sale goes back to work, and the first pitch is a four-seam fastball upstairs for a strike. Just smacks the outer edge. It's 0-1. Braves nothing. Brew Crew nothing. Top of the second inning, just getting going. Good old-fashioned showdown of two good southpaws in the National League. Is the 0-1 down below the knees, 0-2. We got the call on that one. That was not a strike. I would expect, assuming health, both of these guys are going to be selected to the All-Star game. The 0-2 count, the NL pitching is going to be loaded this year. The 0-2, check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 1-2. Sale might decide to skip it. You've been to that many. Sometimes you just want some downtime. Last year was a little different because the game was in Atlanta and so many guys wanted to represent, but they may skip it this year. A few of them to 1-2. Outside wide 2-2. I can confirm that Hassan Kim and Austin Riley will be skipping this year's All-Star game. The 2-2 count. Brings it just below the knees, called for a strike, and they're going to challenge this. Ron Culpa's going to have egg on his face on this one. I don't even have to wait for the ABS. That thing's a foot below the damn zone. So that'll keep the call alive, and it's a full count. The payoff pitch. What you can expect from Culpa looking at his numbers, he tends to call them very low in the zone. He's more likely, as that one's fouled off, he's more likely to give way in the southern part of the zone. It's not east and west for him. And for that matter, he's a little off at the top of the zone as well. The 3-2, outside wide ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. So good at bat there by Gary Sanchez. Of course, he's seen him a ton. He didn't have great numbers against Sale, but he did see him a ton being an ex-New York Yankee while Sale was in the American League East with the Boston Red Sox. So Vaughn coming to the plate, and this is a double play waiting to happen with two slow runners, one at the plate and one at first. First pitch on the way is a four-seamer. Up there for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 infield. Back into the left. The 0-1 pitch, down and in, 1-1. It's funny when you see these statistics and they're head scratchers, right? You don't know why a team would have your number, but the San Francisco Giants have beaten the Braves 8 of the last 9 times. When you look at the standings in most years, the 1-1 swing or miss, 1 and 2. It doesn't make a ton of sense, but sometimes the team just has your number. The good news is we don't have to worry about facing the Giants in the postseason this year. They will not be there. The 1-2 count. Swing, lifts it into right field, and right there is Eli White. He'll make the grab with a hop. Thinking about going to first, but he'll just flip it back into the infield, and there's out right there to get us started here for the inning. One down, and Bryce Perkins coming to the plate. He's got pretty good speed, along with the man on deck. So it's going to be hard to turn a double play unless it's an atom ball. The first pitch on the way is a four-seamer right there. It's 0-1. Not really, Mark. The Braves have been pretty dominant over the Marlins over the last several years. The 0-1 count, it may feel like that because you lose a random game, but the 0-1 pitch, swing, pops it back foul. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. The 0-2, kicks and fires, swing, knocks it back foul, 1-2. The 0-2 pitch is punched into right field. That's through for a base hit. And it's a one-out single for Perkins and the Brewers, and they got runners at first and second and only one out. They hit it against the shift. Fairly hard hit ball, but nobody was over there as the Braves were playing Perkins to pull. If we were playing it honest, Ozzy's probably standing right there. So 2 on, 1 out. Sale in a little bit of trouble here. First pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Braves have done well against their divisional opponents. You look at their schedule, their record versus the Marlins is the 0-1 down and away, 1-1. The last 5 years, they are 65-33 versus Miami. So very heavy-handed advantage for the Braves over the Marlins. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, it's 1-2. They have a 14-game edge on the Mets and a 10-game edge on the Phillies. But they do have a winning record against the Giants in the last 5 years, but they're only 12-11 because they lost 8 of 9. Dodgers have a slight edge, winning 3 more games against the Braves. The 1-2 down and away, 2-2. They have a very commanding advantage over the Reds. They're 19-11, and we're going to see the Padres on Monday night. They are knotted up 13-13. The 2-2 count. Right there, caught looking, strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry, four-seam fastball. 2 down. So a good heat right there. Mark, I tend to think that it's because when the Braves lose to the Marlins, fans are shocked that they lose. But that's baseball. And I think it's more of you always feel like, man, we should have beat them. How did they beat us type of thing. But that's just Major League Baseball. If you want gimmies, go to college ranks, right? Four-seam fastball is right there. For a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Guess Congress is about to get involved in college sports. Woo, that's going to ruffle some feathers. The 0-1 pitch. I saw a video on that this morning. I was like, my God. The 0-1 swing, fouls it away. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. I feel Brewer fans probably feel the same way about Kyle Harrison, Richard. Because they're looking down the barrel of facing Chris Sale. One of the reasons why Sale normally has to pitch well, we're normally going up against their best. The 0-2. Swing, pops it back foul. 1-2. Who do you think gets what? I don't know if you misspelled something there, Mark, or if I'm not just catching what you're pitching. Is that short for something? The 0-2 count. Braves nothing, Brewers nothing. 2 on, 2 out. The 0-2 count. Deuce is wild here in Atlanta, Georgia. Chris Sale kicks and fires. Swing, chopper over towards first. Olsen will scoop it to Sale, who will step on the pillow, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Chris Sale's pitch count's a little north of where we want it to be. Braves need to grab some runs. We go to the bottom of 2.
Did you have one of these when you were a kid?
Nerf football, yes, of course. Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool because you could throw it in the house and, you know, you wouldn't break things.
I could throw it. I could catch it. I could have been a contender with this.
Brings back a little memory. Remember the smell of this thing?
I kind of remember when these first came on the scene, you know, like mid-'70s, late 70s or something like that. This was a big part of my childhood.
Nerf football, man, was one of the, I probably had 4 or 5 top toys in America. Nerf football should be number 1.
What a great invention, right?
You know, NFL player invented the Nerf.
Come on. Who?
Fred Cox.
He invented the Nerf football?
The kicker? For the old Vikings kicker? Number 2.
Number 41, the strong man of the Milwaukee Braves, Eddie Matthews.
That guy was strong.
Matthews mashes one that looks like it's never going to stop.
He impressed me when I saw him for the first time. Wow, what a ball player.
Eddie Matthews drilled it hard to right.
Simply put, Eddie Matthews took the notion of a slugging third baseman to another level.
His power hitting was legendary. Before Matthews, the most home runs a third baseman ever hit was 192 by Al Rosen. Matthews hit 190 home runs by age 24.
The 12-time All-Star led the National League in home runs in 1953 and 59, as he blew by many of the great power hitters of the past.
Matthews, through age 30, was one of the top 3 or 4 sluggers in Major League history.
He had just a beautiful swing, maybe a perfect swing. It all led to all the home runs that he had. But when you think about the 512 home runs, I mean, you think about his bat, but he more than held his own with the glove.
When the Milwaukee Braves won their only World Series title in '57, Matthews' glove work was the clincher.
Matthews makes a miraculous backhanded stab of the ball, and the Milwaukee Braves are the new world champions.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call, Braves Country Baseball. First pitch on the way. Right there for a strike. Ozzie looking all the way. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Lefty-righty swing. Lifts it into right field. And it's going to be an F9 your scorecard. 1 down. 1 up, 1 down. Harrison. He has been very economical as the Braves have been swinging early and often. Until the Brewers have been disciplined in the fact that they're trying to work that count on Chris Sale to get an advantage. Michael Harris II back for the first time this week since the injury earlier Tuesday night, running the bases in the rain. He pitched down and away. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss over the slurve. 1-1. 1-1 count. Standing on deck is Riley, Eli in the hole. Joey Bart, if anybody gets on. The 1-1 down and in, ball 2, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Down and away, 3-1. Harris digging in. Lefty. They set up on the outside. Swing. Swats the four-seamer down the line. Full count to Harris. I don't believe he would be a candidate to be stealing bases if he gets on, but still nice to have him back in the lineup. Hopefully his back holds up. The payoff pitch. Swing. Slaps it back foul. Fought that one off. Four-seamer. That thing was cooking at 97 miles an hour. Harris stepping out, getting back in. Got a full count. Brings it. Caught looking, strike 3, punched him out, P at the knees, and there's 2 down. Washington and Tampa Bay are knotted up at, Washington just took the lead. They're up 2-1 over the Nationals. Second inning in Tampa. We'll hit your out-of-town scoreboard here in a bit. Phillies and Mets don't play until tonight. 7:15 National Fox game if you're looking for something to watch. First pitch misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0 brings it upstairs for a strike. 1-1. One count. Slurve, did he go around? They check down the line. First base umpire. Scott Berry says no dice. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. So a 2-2 count. Harrison comes set, brings it. Caught looking, punched him out on the outer track with the soft stuff, and that'll end the inning. Harrison has yet to give up a base hit. He struck out 3. We go to the top of the third here in Braves country. 0-0 your score.
The stat that stands out is Ted Williams. Ted Williams played more games in the 5 years where he also fought in World War II for, I think, 3 of those 5 years than Anthony Rendon has played in the 5 years he's been an Angel. That's a hell of a stat right there.
Tonight's random complaint. When someone's doing a live and they say, I won't talk until you make me laugh. You know what? F*** you. I don't have time to make you laugh.
It's really easy pitching when you got defense like ours, I tell you.
Anything make you nervous?
Caves, mainly. I don't see any caves out here. We're in the south, but it's not the desert. That's where I find most caves are probably at.
Frank Robinson, he was one of the most competitive players I've ever seen.
The 21-year-old slugging sensation, Robinson, will develop into one of the game's greatest hitters.
But Frank went beyond even that, for he excelled in every facet of the game.
I asked him, why did you stand up on the plate like you did? And he said, it's hard to throw the ball inside, isn't it? If you did it one time, I tip my hat to you. If you miss by 3 inches, I'll take you out of the ballpark.
For 10 years with the Reds, Frank launched home runs at a prolific pace.
Frank Robinson bombs one over the left center field fence.
But Cincinnati then traded him to Baltimore. There's no greater fury than a slugger with a grudge.
Did I have something to prove? Yes.
So he promptly won the Triple Crown, earned the MVP award, and led his new team to a World Series title.
And the Orioles win.
Robinson went on to charm the Charm City with memorable moments and milestones.
Fly ball well hit deep left field. It is going to be the 500th home run.
We should never forget just how great Frank Robinson was.
A lot of people overlook Frank Robinson. Frank was as good as anybody.
Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. 4-seam fastball to get us started. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Sale up against Ortiz as the slider down and in. 1-1. One count. Of course, Sale turns and kicks. Drops the slider. 2-1. The 2-1. Swing chopper over to first. Olsen's got it, and he will meet Ortiz in the middle of the base paths. 1 away. Tags him on the chest. One up, one down, and back to the top of the order. Joey Ortiz, the batter. First pitch misses for a ball. Slider. 1-0. 1-0. Sale. Turns and kicks. Swing, fouls back to four-seamer. 1-1. Just one hit so far. Milwaukee has the base hit. As the 1-1 pitch chops it down the third base line. 1-2. Single by Perkins against the shift. Other than that, we've had a very quick-moving pitcher's duel so far. Still early going, top of the third. The 1-2, swing. Hard hit ground ball over to short. Backhanded Mateo. He'll fire a perfect throw over to Olsen. 2 down. Nice play there by Churio. And that'll bring Bryce Terang to the plate. Terang, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Outside wide, just misses the zone. It's 1-0. Start him off with the slider. Terang struck out swinging his first time up. Chris Sale with 3 strikeouts so far. 1-0. Swing, swats it back foul. 1-1. Same 2 teams tomorrow. It's a 1:35 first pitch. Be Bryce Elder on the bump versus Robert Gasser. Braves have the upper hand in that one. It's not a decisive upper hand. We know that Elder has struggled a bit lately, but we should be the favorite going into that game as the 1-1. Check swing, 4-seamer, right down the pipe, 1-2. The 1-2 misses, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Sale comes set, brings it. Caught looking, strike 3. Punch him out on the outer edge, and that'll end the inning. Braves nothing, Brewers nothing. We go to the bottom of the third. Eli White leads us off when we return.
Then, just like that, somebody...
Major League Baseball scoreboard, your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Rebel Beer, American Rebel Beer. Chicago Cubs lead the Blue Jays 5-3 in the top of the 8th. They're in Texas, and it's 0-0 Padres and Rangers. We'll see the Padres on Monday night in San Diego. Marlins and Giants 1-1, bottom of the 2nd in Miami. Nationals lead the Rays 2-1 in the bottom of the 2nd. 0-0 your score here heading to the 3rd in Atlanta. Later on tonight, you got the Guardians at the Astros and the Mets at the Phillies. They both start at 7:15 Eastern. Pirates and Rockies at 9:10. The Angels and A's at 10:05. Twins and D-backs, along with the Red Sox and Rangers and Orioles at the Dodgers. Baltimore won last night in L.A. Those all begin at 10:10. Earlier today, you got the Reds at the Yankees, beating the Yankees soundly 10-2 in New York. And the Tigers wiped out the White Sox 4-1. And that's your American Rebel Beer out-of-town scoreboard for Saturday, June 20th.
Cover the point spread, cover the point spread, cover the point spread, cover the point spread.
First pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball up and into Eli White. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Right there for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, St. Augustine's amazing. It's one of my favorite cities on the planet. The 1-1 pitch. Swing, punches it back foul. 1-2. I take it you're down there today, Peta? Enjoy. It's one of those small little towns that a lot of people don't think about traveling there, but it is worth it. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. It's one of the more affordable places you can go to as well, as opposed to some of your other stops along the coast. Lefty-righty matchup. The first pitch on the way is outside wide. Taken for a ball by Joey Bart. It's 1-0. If you like museums and history, Sleepy, then St. Augustine's right down your alley. It's the oldest city in the United States. The 1-0. Right there for a strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. So they've got really cool forts that are still intact from the 1500s, the Spanish landing here in Florida. It's the 1-1 swing and a miss. 1-2. The 1-2 count. We used to go there regularly as a kid. I mean, had to be 2 or 3 times a year. My mom being a history teacher. The 1-2 pitch, down and away, 2-2. The 2-2 count, Joey Bart batting .259 on the year. Pitch on the way, swing, pops it up. High in the sky. It's going to be an F9 on your scorecard and 2 down. Two up, 2 down. Joey Bart is a right-handed hitter, so you would tend to think a lot of the times when you get a southpaw on the mound, they're going to put him in the lineup and give Drake the DH spot to save his legs. The 0-1 outside wide. 1-1. The ball got away from Contreras a bit. Braves still looking for the first base hit. Kyle Harrison, one of the top young pitchers in all of baseball. They've got a hell of a 1-2 punch. Kyle Harrison. And of course, Miz that we saw last night is the 1-1 swing and a miss. 1-2. Saw last night why nobody wants to face the Miz. Harrison, I guess he gets overshadowed, but man, he has been spectacular as well. He was drafted by the Giants in the 3rd round. It's the 1-2 outside wide, 2-2. The 2-2. Right down the pipe. Caught looking, strike 3. Mateo's going to challenge this, but he is going to be dead ass wrong, because I can tell you that right now. No way that thing is in the... Bang! 100% of the ball. Here's a tip. If you're batting ninth, don't be challenging pitches in the 3rd inning.
I have breaking news coming from Southern California. Trump has just renamed San Andreas Fault to Newsom's Fault.
I married a guy who had asked me for a date when I thought, why in the world is he asking me for a date? He dated the cute girls. And I just couldn't understand it, but I thought he was cute. So I thought this was wonderful. Ended up marrying him. So about 3 years after we were married, I asked him, why did you ask me for the first date? I know, we had fun. It was good afterwards, but why the first date? He said, you wore an orange corduroy dress. And I thought anybody who would wear an orange corduroy dress liked to have fun. So we had fun the rest of our lives.
Name one villain in movie history that was actually right or relatable. And you can't say the Joker, because I know you're going to say the Joker.
The Millard story is a very lovely piece of Americana. He was 16 years old, playing ball in Louisiana, and some local was so enamored of Art's talents that he sent Mel Ott up to New York for a tryout at the Polo Grounds.
The New York Giants had been the class of baseball, led by manager John McGraw. And although Mel Ott was just 16, the New York skipper saw untapped potential.
McGraw was so enamored of this boy that he refused to send him down to the minor leagues. He brought Ott along very carefully till the boy was a first-rate star.
A shining star. One who at the age of 20 slammed 42 home runs with a swing that made folks stand up and take notice.
Ott would raise his right foot as the pitcher was ready to deliver and just hang it there in midair.
Master Melvin amassed numbers that put him in the top 3 for all right fielders in walks, OPS plus, and RBIs.
Mel Ott's statistics tell you he's one of the great sluggers in baseball history. Mel Ott was pure baseball all the way around.
So what is it exactly you do for this company? Mainly make mistakes and inappropriate comments.
Welcome back. 0-0 your score. Contreras, the batter. First pitch on the way is a slider right there on the outer edge. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Slider misses down and away. Ball 2-0. The 2-0 count. Kicks and fires. Four-seam fastball. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch, swing, fouls it away. Full count. Braves hitless, Milwaukee with one hit. The payoff pitch, swing, rips it. That ball's into left field, and they sue for a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Brew Crew, and they got a runner at first and nobody out to start the inning. Go ahead run now, standing at first base. Lefty-righty matchup, Gary Sanchez, the batter. First pitch was a ball, followed up by a changeup, swing and a miss. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Got to be looking for a double play here with Sanchez running. He's got 7 home runs on the year, but one of your slower runners down the line, the 1-1. Swing, chopper, over to short. This should be tailor-made. 6, 4, 3, rally-killing double play. So just what the doctor ordered is Sanchez. He looked like Ronald Acuna Jr. running down the line there, just kind of lollygagging. Two up, 2 down now after wiping that off the board. Vaughn, the batter, first pitch, right there for a strike. Starts him off with the slider. It's 0-1. Andrew Vaughn lined out to right field his first time up. The 0-1 swing and a miss over the top. Slider, it's 0-2. Chris Sale has 4 strikeouts on the day. Harrison with 5. The 0-2 high and outside the zone, 1-2. The 1-2 count. Brings it, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th here in Braves country. Knotted up at zeros here on a Saturday afternoon.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week. Well,
you drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah, I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah, I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a limit drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on. I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready. There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd back into it now.
Welcome back. First pitch to Mauricio Dubon. Foul back out of play. It's 0-1. Braves still looking for the first base hit. The 0-1 pitch swing. Chopper back to the mound. It's going to be a 1-3 putout. Easy play. One away. One up, one down. We get back to the top of the order. And Drake Baldwin batting second in today's order. Standing in, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch. Right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. Not only is he not giving up a hit, he is not allowed to base runner. So he's got a perfect game going right now into the fourth. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go around? 1-1. Those alerts normally don't come up till about the sixth inning when they realize you're through the order about twice. 1-1 count. You're wondering how they ended up with this, Kyle Harrison. I mean, talk about some dopes in the Boston Red Sox front office. Is the 1-2 fouls it back. He was a part of the deal that had Rafael Devers go to San Francisco, and then the Red Sox turned around and traded this kid to Milwaukee for Chad Durbin, a very below-average third baseman. 1-2's in the dirt, 2-2. It was a deal where Drohan, who's also in their rotation now, an infielder David Hamilton, goes to the Brewers with Kyle Harrison. And they get in return as the 2-2 check swing. Did he go around? He did. Strike three, 2 away. In the deal, Boston got Caleb Durbin, who's been he's had a couple of flashes this year, but all in all, very disappointing. Monasterio, who at best is a platoon type, and then Anthony Siegler and a competitive balance B draft pick. First pitch down and away to Olsen. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. So the lesson you learn there is never trade with the Milwaukee Brewers. They're going to take you. The 1-0 pitch. Swing. Lifts it. High and deep into center field. And that ball's going to die just before the warning track for allowed out number 3. Braves go down quietly once again. Harrison's got a perfecto going. We'll be back in a flash. Chris Sale's turn to match pound for pound.
Try.
drunk and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times, but I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello.
Toga! The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka.
Toga!
Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, I object anyway! Toga!
October 11th. October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th.
Toga!
I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
Toga!
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it! It's yours!
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here. Tonight, this is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them!
You guys tired?
Go get all the sleep I need and I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here.
Toga!
Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
Toga!
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath ascended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga! 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 Toga!
Okay? All right! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Chris Sale. It's a slider that drops in there for a strike to Blake Perkins. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. The 0-1. Upstairs, inside for a strike. 1-1. 1-1 count. The changeup hits the outer edge for a strike. It's 1-2. Braves took game one in this series, 3-2. Nothing your score here in the fifth. The 1-2 pitch swing pops it up. Austin Riley, well, he'll get called off by Mateo. It'll be in F6 to get things started here, one away. I knew Harrison was a part of that deal. I did not realize they got Drohan too. So they just got absolutely hosed. And the irony is the biggest problem with Boston right now is they have no pitching. And they just traded away for a very subpar third baseman. First pitch swing, fouls it away. Garrett Mitchell, it's 0-1. The unbelievable stupidity that is in some of these front offices. You really wonder how in the hell did some of these guys get hired? And then more importantly, how do they keep their job? An average fan who had seen Kyle Harrison pitch for San Francisco would tell you, you wouldn't give him up on a 1-for-1 for Durbin as the 0-1 swing and a miss. Slider over the top, it's 0-2. Germany is trailing in their soccer match in the World Cup 1-0. 46 minutes in, just started the second half for those of y'all who were following that. That was a cool scene. USA and Australia yesterday afternoon. The 0-2 swing, chopper off the plate, and do it again. And whoo, there's some jealous people out there in this world. I was reading some of the comments. There was one of the main broadcasters was asked, just point blank, give me a yes or no answer. This is after the U.S. had beaten Australia. The 0-2 upstairs just misses the zone. Four-seam fastball. Just missed the top. 1-2. But he was asked point blank, just give me a yes or no answer. Can the U.S., do they have an outside shot of winning the World Cup? And he said yes. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. That was strikeout number 6 for Chris Sale. He's allowed just 2 hits and 1 walk. Harrison has been perfect so far with 6 strikeouts. And that's all he said. And the comments, you could tell they were from all over the globe because they were all, it's never going to happen. Y'all can't win one, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, it's got to be Canadians in there complaining. First pitch swinging. That ball's launched high but not very deep. And for a second there, it looked like Dubon might have lost it. There's zero sun in the sky. It's a cloudy day here in Atlanta. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 down. That'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Knotted up at zeros here in Braves country.
Hey, why are hurricanes normally named after women?
Because we're the strong ones. Go women power.
No, because when they come, they're wet and wild. And when they go, they take your house and car.
Are you kidding?
Totally accurate.
No, just no. You're an idiot.
Dog? Not much, dog. What's up with you? I'm here to pick up Casey, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm awake and I speak English, so yeah, I do know what you're saying. What's your name, man?
Scotty, you know what I'm saying?
Again, I do know what you're saying, but I appreciate you continuing to check in with me on that.
If you're building a team and you want to start with third baseman, Mike Schmidt is the guy that you want.
It is out of here, Michael Jack Schmidt.
In 1974, just his second full season in the majors, Schmidt led the league with 36 home runs. Baseball was witnessing the birth of a legend.
Long drive to left field, he buried it. Oh, what a drive by Schmidt, unbelievable.
I think the man was hitting out of turn, you know? Every time I come in the pitch, he was like a third hitter up or something like that.
It is out of here, Michael Schmidt.
He was one of the guys where they would say Mike Schmidt and the Philadelphia Phillies. You know, it was like that. He was just that dominant a player.
Schmidt won an astonishing 8 home run titles, second only to Babe Ruth.
The career 500th home run for Michael Jack Schmidt.
For even though his power was prolific, his 10 gold gloves, the second most at his position, are what took him to another level.
Oh, what a play by Schmidt.
It's his numbers, his defense, his work ethic, and his unwavering focus that makes Michael Jack Schmidt the greatest third baseman of all time.
Did y'all really drink beer and smoke cigarettes in the locker room at halftime?
What, they don't do that no more?
Welcome back. Ozzie Albies the batter. First. The changeup is smacked back foul, out of play. Harrison, 49th pitch of the day. The pitch on the way is lifted high and deep into right field, going back on the track. Get up, get up, get up. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lamma, ding-dong, a solo shot, and that click-clack, baby. 1-0 your score. 97 miles an hour off the bat of Ozzie Albies. How far did it fly?
I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz. I'm the whiz and nobody beats me.
367 happy feet later, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. So there goes the shutty, there goes the perfecto. Michael Harris takes a hack at the first pitch. 4-seam fastball up and in. 0-1. The 0-1. P at the knees on the outer edge. 4-seamer. 1-2. The 0-2 from Harrison. Southpaw brings it, swing, punches it foul over the third base dugout. So that'll wake some of y'all up. Braves lead it 1-0, bottom of the 5th. Like I said, we expected a Another pitcher's duel, and that's exactly what we're getting here today is the 0-2 misses outside. 1-2. The 1-2. Tried to hit him with the slurve 2 pitches in a row, trying to get him to chase off the plate. That'll even it up at 2-2. The 2-2. Swing. Lifts it. High and deep into left field. Going back on the track. Making the catch at the very back of the wall in left center. Right in front of that Hyundai sign. There's one away. F8 in your scorecard. Austin Riley standing in. He struck out looking his first time up. He's batting .212 on the year. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball. Rockets it right past him. 96 miles an hour. 0-1. The 0-1. Harrison brings it. Inside 1-1. 1-1 count. Eli White standing on deck. Pitch. Pop-up. Lazy pop-up into very shallow right field. Coming in, calling everybody off is the right fielder, Perkins. And there's 2 down. Eli White, your batter. He struck out swinging his first time up. The slurve starts us off, and it's in the dirt, but he went around. It's 0-1. Harrison, by the way, is only at 59 pitches here in the 5th inning. The 0-1. Outside wide. 1-1. Sale is sitting at 74. He's about where you want to be at. Harrison is considerably south of that mark. The 1-1. Swing. Hit on the ground over to third. Should be an easy play, but Eli's got speed, and he beat it out. Little white lightning here on a Saturday afternoon in the South. That never hurt anybody.
It shall bring forth for us.
And there'll be an infield single for the book of Eli. White lightning cooking down the tracks, baby. You better call the law because white lightning just ran by it. I'd be willing to bet Ortiz had no idea that was possible. And it's not like he lollygagged on that throw. Lefty-righty matchup. Joey Bart, the batter, first pitch. Swing, lifts it. High and deep into center field. Man, he's giving that a ride. It's going to die at the warning track, but, man, he's got a better swing than what we've been seeing as our backup catchers. We'll be back in a flash. The Braves lead it 1-0.
You know the guy's name that you yell out every single time you shoot paper into a trash?
Yeah, John Wilkes Booth.
Well, he died. Wait, what? Why would you yell his name?
I know, terrible guy, but he never missed a shot. Game recognizes game.
Hypothetical situation. If I died in a foreign country, let's choose Jerusalem, just because. If I died in Jerusalem and it costs $30,000 to ship me home, or $500 to bury me there, what would you choose?
I would pay $30,000 to ship you home.
You would. I'm shocked by that. Why would you pay the $30,000 over the $500?
Well, about 2,000 years ago, a man died in Jerusalem, and then 3 days later, he rose from the dead. I can't take that chance.
The power at the plate reaches a whole nother level for the 2 best right fielders in the history of the game. Number 2.
How would Henry Aaron describe Henry Aaron's 715th home run?
I will describe it this way.
That home run is how most fans remember Hank Aaron, but there was so much more to his game.
I always felt that he was one of the best all-around players that I ever saw. He could do everything and did it with ease.
And at the plate, a legend.
Aaron launches a terrific drive.
Good enough to have more career home runs and RBIs than any other. But despite his workmanlike consistency, it wasn't until the 21-time All-Star closed in on Babe Ruth's all-time home run mark that folks really acknowledged his greatness. For the Hammer was a about to make history.
And here is Henry Aaron. This crowd is up all around. He's sitting on 714. Here's the pitch by Downing. There's a drive into left center field. Out of here. It's gone. 7:15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron.
What more can you say? Hank Aaron.
Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. Welcome back. Joey Ortiz leads us off. Chris Sale, 74 pitches in. He gets a quick inning. You might even see him out there for the 7th, but right now you would expect them to turn to the bullpen. The 1-run lead. The first pitch on the way. It's upstairs. 4-seam fastball. It's on 1. Chris Sale continues to make a strong case for the Cy Young Award. Kicks and fires. Slider down and away. 1-1. 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Slider down and in. 1-2. The 1-2 from Sale. Caught, looking, strike 3. Punched him out with a frisbee on the outer track, and there's 1 down. Good smooth slider there by Chris Sale. Lefty righty Jackson Cherio, the batter. Takes the first pitch, changeup off the track. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Outside, right there on the outer edge. 2-0. Really depends on the pitch count, Chris R. It's got nothing to do with the days that he's had off. The 1-1 count. Brings it below the knees. 2-1. If he gets an economical inning here, you would expect him to go back out for inning number 7, but that's the key. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, pops it back foul. 2-2. Because you have to look at the fact that if you stretch him too far, it's going to affect him on the next start. And there are no days off before the next start. Assuming, well, staying corrected, there's 1 extra day off. The 2-2 fouls it back. And that's been baked into Chris Sale's schedule for the last couple of years now, where they try not to, I mean, there's a lot of miles on those tires. You're trying to get them all the way through the season. You're not sweating an extra inning here or there. The 2-2. Swing. Hard hit ball in the left field. That's through for a base hit. And it's a 1-out single for the Brewers. Good diving attempt over there by Jorge Mateo, but just passes out stretch glove. Bryce Terang, the batter, and remember this is also the 3rd time through the order. Lefty, first pitch swinging. Slices the sinker over the third base dugout foul. It's 0-1. I believe that's Ivory Coast, is it not, that's playing Germany? And they're still beating them 1-0. That'd be a big upset, though. 0-1. Down and away, 1-1. 1-1 count. Bart is 0 for 2, but he's done a fine job behind the plate, and I actually think he's got a pretty good swing. I've followed him for quite a while because his background is the four-seam fastball right there at the knees, 1-2. I remember him when he played college for Georgia Tech, and then he went to San Francisco. And he's not going to be an outstanding, we didn't make a trade for an all-star, if that's what anybody's thinking. He's just a good backup to have, the 1-2 outside wide, 2-2. And nothing against him as a person. Sandy Leon did fine for what he could do at this stage of his career. But anything is pretty much an upgrade from Sandy for a backup catcher role. The 2-2. Just misses, 97, and it's a full count. Not sure what happened there. I guess the 3D just reset itself for some reason. Did it on all of our devices. The payoff pitch. Brings it. And that ball's going to be grounded over to second. For some reason, Ozzie shoveled it to Mateo. Terrible decision, and everybody's going to be safe. He should have took the easy out to first. I know what he was thinking. He was thinking to get the lead runner. But what he should have done is just pitched to second, and you would have gotten, at that point, you would only be 1 out away from getting out of the inning. Now it's first and second, 1 out. And Chris Sale is at 90 pitches. So about the time old Chris Rumsey told us that he had to go 7, it's falling apart. Great job, Jinxie. First and second, 1 out. He'll be lucky to get out of this inning. Just a bad decision by Ozzie. I don't think he realized how close Perkins was to the bag when he let go of it. Contreras at the plate. He is a catcher, but he's got decent speed for a catcher. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Right there, sinker at the knees, it's 0-1. If you're keeping track at home, Braves have 1 challenge left. Milwaukee with 2. The 0-1. Down and in. 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires, swing, rifles it into right field. That's through for a base hit. Here comes Eli up with the throw, and they'll go station to station, but the bases are loaded. There's only 1 out, and once again, we should have first and second and 2 outs. Instead, the bases are loaded with 1 out. And Chris Sale is in a jam. He is at 93 pitches. And coming to the plate is Sanchez. Now, Sanchez is the guy who knocked into a double play last time. And they got him rolling over on a slider. You'd like the same. But here we go. First pitch on the way. Slider on the outer edge. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. Diddy Fuentes is warming up in the bullpen, and he looks like he's ready to roll. Vaughn is on deck. That's who I would think they would probably bring him in for right here. If Sale can't come through. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go around? Four-seamer. He did not. 1-1. The 1-1 count. Infield is playing back for 2. The infield deep and straight away. The 1-1 swing pops it up. High and deep into right field. That's going to tie the ball game. Here comes the catch from Eli. The throw. A good throw, but just behind the runner, and it's 1-1. So first and second now. So that mental error by Ozzie Albies has cost us a run. You take that into consideration there, that would have gotten us out of the inning, and we'd still be up 1-0 had he just gone to first. So the Braves got to fight back from this now. It's a 1-1 game. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, the infield back into the left, and the batter is Andrew Vaughn. Vaughn 0 for 2 on the day. The first pitch is a slider right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Vaughn batting .346 on the year. And he is pretty much a platoon guy. He faces left-handers predominantly. The 0-1. Down and away, 1-1. 1-1 count. Diddy still looks like he's ready to roll in the bullpen. If Chris can get out of this, I would expect that's who we see in the 7th. The 1-1. Swing. Fouls it back, 1-2. Sale a strike away from getting out of this. He's at pitch 99, so the next one will be 100. You know he won't be coming out for the 7th for sure. The 1-2 count. In the dirt, 2-2. Slider, good block there by Joey Bart. Yeah, that was one of the best plays I've seen since I've been doing this, Bobby. Sale steps off the rubber for a second. That'll count as a disengagement. Top of the 6th, tie ball game. Pitch on the way, swing, slider, lifted into center field, and that's going to get in front of Harris, and that's going to score a run. The Brewers will go corner to corner, and it's a 2-1 game. They were playing Vaughn so deep. Harris had such a long way to go. Eli couldn't get there either, and it just dropped down for an RBI single. Not a hard hit ball, but hit them where they ain't. I thought Harris was going to be able to get to it, but they had him so deep. And it looks like that's going to be it for Chris Sale. So he'll hit the showers, we'll hit the pen. Diddy time when we return. Diddy Fuentes coming on here. Inheriting 2 runs on, 2 out. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch, four-seamer well inside to Jake Bowers, who is on to pinch hit for Bryce Perkins. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Sal Frelick, by the way, came in to pinch run for Vaughn, who's at first. He's 1-0 inside, 2-0. He's got pretty good speed, so you got to keep an eye on him. He could be off to the races. Main thing he will do is it was a double switch, so he'll end up playing in the outfield, most likely in right, and Bowers will stay into play first. As the 2-0 misses inside, ball 3-0. Pocket Pancake's one of the better managers in baseball, and he's always got a very diverse bench that he likes to flip around with. The 3-0 count. P at the knees, four-seamer, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Swing, fouls it back, full count. I don't know why you were friends with people who don't like baseball, John, but you know, you do you. The 3-2. As Bowers continues to step out of the box and bang the dirt off his cleats with his bat. He's digging back in. Two outs here, runners on the corners, the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Diddy blows it right by him. That'll end the inning. But not before the Brew Crew put 2 on the board. 2-1, we go grab the sticks in the bottom of the 6th. Our turn. Our turn.
Today we are talking about one of the most underrated players in baseball history. Today we discuss the Hall of Fame case for Bobby Abreu. He is the only player in history to record at least 75 extra base hits, 100 RBIs, 125 walks, and 40 stolen bases in a single season, which he accomplished in 2004. Over the course of his career, which spanned 1996 to 2014, only Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, and Chipper Jones reached base more than Abreu. He led the majors with 1,396 walks from 1998 to 2014, and he ranks 20th on the all-time list with 1,476 walks. He had 9 seasons with at least 60 extra base hits and at least 20 stolen bases. No one else has done it more often, and the only player with 8 such seasons is Barry Bonds. He is one of only 7 players in the modern era with at least 900 extra base hits and 400 steals. Aside from Abreu, the only other one of those players who is not in the Hall of Fame is Barry Bonds. He hit more than twice as many home runs as Gwynn and topped him in on-base percentage by several percentage points. He has a better career on-base percentage and slugging percentage than Ichiro. Out of the 27 right fielders currently in the Hall of Fame, Abreu ranks in the top 10 in on-base percentage, walks, stolen bases, extra base hits, and doubles. His 60.2 WAR is better than Vladimir Guerrero and Ichiro. His 7 seasons with at least a 5.0 WAR are more than Jeter, Ichiro, Biggio, and Gwynn. In his 18-year career, he finished with an on-base percentage over 400 8 times. He drew 100 or more walks 8 times, hit 40 or more doubles 7 times, and stole 25 or more bases 9 times. During his 8 years with the Phillies, he averaged 23 home runs, 94 RBIs, 29 stolen bases, a .305 batting average, a .415 on-base percentage, and a .141 OPS+. Even though he didn't reach the 3,000 hit threshold, this is just a testament to how much he walked. Overall, he reached base 3,973 times, which is more than Tony Gwynn, despite Gwynn having almost 700 more hits than Abreu over his career. Personally, I think there is no question Bobby Abreu needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Don't believe me? Let me hear your opinion in the comments.
I just met someone whose name was H-A-N-N-A, and I said, oh, Hannah. And she said, no, Hannah. I'm hanging on by a thread, people. I cannot do this.
Two to 1 your score, and Jorge Mateo will lead us off Harrison back to work, just 63 pitches in. First pitch swinging by Mateo will be a lazy fly ball to center field. F8 in your scorecard, and he down. On away. Harrison has given up just 2 hits and 1 solo shot. And he's on pace to go at least another 2 innings right now. First pitch is inside. 4-seamer, smacks the black. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Down and away. 1-1. The 1-1 count in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1. Top of the order. So Drake is on deck and Olsen's in the hole. Frelick did go to right and Bowers did go to first. The 2-1 misses high, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Outside edge misses. Dubon does not challenge. Bad job there. Would have been another. It's the third time he's done that in the last week, where if he challenged a 3-ball pitch that was off the plate, he's heading to first, but instead, we'll see if he can. He's 0 for 2 in those scenarios, by the way. We'll see if he can get a base hit here, or at least get on. 3-2, swing. Punches it back foul. Three-two, fouls that one back. Full count. Harrison brings it. Caught looking, strike 3. Punch it right down his throat, and there's 2 down. All those foul offs, and then he gets a fastball right down Main Street. He just locks him up. So 2 down, and it'll be up to Drake Baldwin to do something here in the 6th inning. He's had 2 pretty short at bats, Harrison, and another one. It's going to be a G3 as he rolls that one to first, and the Braves go down. 1, 2, 3. We go to the 7th inning, trailing by 1 here in Braves country.
Probably saying, I thought there was only one time you were supposed to charge the mound, and that's when you got beamed. Well, you're dumb, and that's wrong. There's plenty of times you can charge the mound other than just when you get beamed. For instance, say you get caught in a rundown between first and second. You're not going to make it to the base, so just bail on the rundown and go fight the pitcher. Probably my favorite time to charge the mound is when you hit a pop fly in the infield. Instead of running to first base, just run straight for the pitcher after you pop the ball up and start fighting his d***.
Hey y'all, it's time for Appalachian Word of the Day. The word of the day is mascara. You better not sneak up on your mama or you mascara.
Greatest right field.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bambino, Babe Ruth.
Wielding unprecedented power, Ruth took baseball to another level.
He just tore up the record book, threw it out the window, and started writing new pages.
Before Babe, no one had ever hit more than 27 home runs in a season. In 1920, Ruth doubled that with 54.
This was absolutely staggering hitting.
Never was a time that I'm going to try to hit a home run. It's sure going to be today.
Then in 1927, the unthinkable.
It was hitting that went beyond the furthest extremities of the imagination.
Consider that during a 15-year stretch, Ruth averaged what for most would be an MVP season. No mark was safe from the Babe.
Over the span of his career, the Babe broke or equaled 54 Major League batting records.
How good was he? Just listen.
He was the most tremendous player this game ever had.
An entire nation loved him, and its youngsters made him their personal idol.
Even if you didn't follow baseball, the name Babe Ruth was just a magic name.
A name that lives on with an unparalleled legacy, even amongst those who never saw him play.
I just hope that fathers will keep on telling their sons, once upon a time, there was a baseball player named Babe Ruth.
Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Diddy Fuentes is back to the bump, and the first pitch is a slider. Bang foul back behind Garrett Mitchell. It's 0-1. The 0-1 righty-lefty matchup. Brings it. Four-seam fastball. Misses off the track. 1-1. 1-1 count. It'll be Mitchell, Pratt, and Ortiz, the bottom of the order, due up for the Brewers here in the 7th. 1-1 lifts it foul. 1-2. Braves in the bottom of the 7th will have the heart of the order due up. Olsen, Ozzie, and Harris. The 1-2. Four-seam misses. 2-2. Throws the slider up there, try to grab the outer part of the zone, misses. Full count. The payoff pitch. Fastball, swing, fouls it down the line. Full count once again, 96 miles an hour. Diddy Fuentes came in to finish the last out of the inning. So you would expect him to finish the 7th, and you never know how this game goes. They could carry him into the 8th. The payoff, down the line, foul, and out of play, though they recently have not been using him for multiple innings that way. Diddy's got a four-seam fastball and a slider and a splitter. Those are his three pitches. The four-seamer and the slider is two main gets. They come in at 70 and 20% respectively. 3-2 fouls it back. We'll do it one more time. And that splitter comes in at 10%. He used to throw a curve and a sweeper, but you don't see him in it anymore since he's gone to the pen. The payoff pitch. Swing, rips it over to second. Ozzie standing right there. L4, one away. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. The strike right there. To Cooper Pratt, it's 0-1. The 0-1, did he go around? Check down the line, he did. 1-1. By the way, they gave an error to Ozzie on that fielding gaff. It's really more of a mental error than an actual throwing error, but they gave him an error nonetheless. So those runs were not charged to Chris Sale. They were both unearned as the 0-2 fouls away. I actually don't hate that ruling just because it was such a boneheaded decision to go to second. You got to blame someone other than the pitcher. The 0-2. But technically it would have been a fielder's choice. Pitch on the way is dropped into right field. That's down for a base hit. And Cooper Pratt is on, one out here in the top of the 7th. That'll bring Joey Ortiz to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Ortiz batting .203 on the year, digging in. The first pitch, runner goes, and against the shift, they did a good old-fashioned hit and run, and that's just outfoxing the Braves right there. They'll have runners on the corners, 1 out. What happened, if you're just listening at home and couldn't follow along, the runner was on the go, and when Ozzie went over to cover second base for the stolen base, that's exactly where they punched it. And Joey Ortiz strikes again. It'll look like a hard rocket in the scorecard as a single, but really it was just Pat Murphy outmaneuvering the Atlanta Braves defense. So runners at the corners now with just 1 out. The first pitch to Jackson Chourio, top of the order. Misses outside wide. It's 1-0. Yep, pocket pancakes. Dialing up the sweet science. Pouring some syrup on this game. They're going to have a quick powwow on the mound. I don't see Hefner coming out. I believe it's just Mateo and company in the infield. Joey Bart is out there with the rest of the infield talking to Fuentes. Bart may just be saying, I think I can take this guy. If y'all can handle the rest of the guys on the infield, I'm pretty sure I can whip him. Jackson Chourio standing in. Righty-righty matchup. Double play can get you out of the mess. The 1-0 pitch. Swing. Slices it foul. 1-1. Infield back into the left, and the outfield deep and straight away. The 1-1. Tried to hit the slider on the outer edge. Misses. 2-1. Bryce Turang is on deck, and Billy the Kid is in the hole. Braves trail by 1, but they still have 3 offensive innings left. The 2-1 pitch. Did he? Swing! Fouls it away. 2-2. The 2-2. Kicks and fires. Swing! Rips it over to third. And Riley's got it. Fires it to first. 2 down. Runs comes home to score. I'm a little surprised that I have to see the replay on that. Riley could have came home. I don't know what he was doing. I just saw the replay on that. Did he not catch it? If he didn't catch it, maybe he thought he caught it? Weiss is asking. Right now the score says 3-1. The runner from third comes home. But if he didn't catch it, I don't know why he doesn't come home, because the runner was late breaking. I mean, he comes up with it. By the time he comes to his feet, the runner, who kind of stutter stepped. Now, he didn't catch it. It was a bouncer. I don't know what the hell Riley was doing. First pitch on the way is right there on the inner track. It's 0-1. I think Riley thought he caught it, and he was looking to double up, and that's why he went to second. But even then, why wouldn't you just go step on third base? The runner at third was breaking home, but he did not have a very good jump. Riley would have got him by a mile. That was a terrible decision. The 0-1 fouls it away. It's 0-2. I think Riley thought he caught it, and he was doubling up the runner, but that's not what happened. It was a 5-3 putout. It's the only thing that makes sense. The 0-2. Swing, lifts it. into right field, and Eli's got it, and that'll end the inning. So the Brewers put one more on the board. They got a 2-run lead. We got the heart of the order due up when we return here in Braves country. Time to get up and stretch. Welcome back. First pitch, four-seam fastball down and into Matt Olson. This is for a ball. It's 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup, the 1-0 pitch. Four-seam fastball. Right there for a strike, 1-1. Braves trail 3-1. Harrison at just 75 pitches here in the seventh. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Blew it right by him, 95 miles an hour. 1-2. For you soccer fans, Germany has taken a 2-1 lead over the Ivory Coast in the 93rd minute. They had 6 minutes of stoppage time in the second half. That game's almost over, the 1-2. Outside wide four-seam fastball, 2-2. 2-2 count. Brings it, swing. Chops it over to second. That's going to be a 4-3 putout. One away. One down in Ozzie Albies, who hit a home run his last time up. Coming to the plate. Harris is on deck. Riley in the hole. First pitch to Ozzie. Swing, laces it into left field, and that's down for a base hit. And Ozzie Albies putting a couple of hits together here.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Good piece of hitting there by Ozzie. At least somebody's figuring out this Harrison kid. Second hit of the game, only the third hit for the Braves. All day long, Eli with the other hit. Michael Harris representing the tying run, standing in. The first pitch is a slurve, chops it foul, bounces it back behind the plate. It's 0-1. You don't hate the idea there, as he was trying to get something in motion. I'll go ahead and pull the screen back for you so you can see what's going on. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball up around his eyeballs. And it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Infield back into the right, double play depth. Ozzie at first, 1 out. Braves trail by 2. The 0-2 misses high, four-seam fastball. Good take there. 1-2. Warming up in the pen is Uribe. The 1-2 swing, punches it down the line, foul, left field side. This is the 84th pitch of the day for Harrison. The 1-2 fouls it away. Do it again. Does look like Uribe is warming up in the pen for the Brewers. We saw him last night. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, hammers it down the right field line. That's a fair ball. That ball's got eyes, baby. Ring-a-ling and ling-a-linging around the corner, and here comes Harris to second, Ozzie to third, and your Braves have the tying runs in scoring position. How about that? Good piece of hitting by Money Mike.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
Smoking it in the corner, and it punched to the outside. If it gets down into the deep corner, we might have actually scored on that play. That's going to be it for Harrison. We'll be back in a flash. Uribe's coming in. Riley at the plate. It's time for Riley to come out of that slump. Welcome back, Jack. Braves have the tying run at second base. Runners at second and third. 3-1 your score. 1 out, and Austin Riley at the plate. First pitch on the way is a P at the knee, sinker for a strike. It's 0-1. The infield is playing back, so they're willing to give up 1 run. Riley's got to be thinking about that right now. Is the 0-1. Turns and kicks, down and away, 1-1. You at least want to get that runner from third home on this at bat. Any way you can, whether it's a ground ball, a fly ball, what have you. Can't come up snake eyes in a spot right here This Brewers bullpen is very good. You're not going to get a lot of chances. The 1-1 pitch. Uribe kicks and fires. Swing and a miss at the sinker in the dirt. 1-2. 1-2 count. Standing on deck is Eli White. Joey Bart is in the hole. The options you have coming off the bench: Tellez, Yaz, Dominic Smith. You also have Kim for defensive purposes. The 1-2 swing, chopper. Bounces it towards the third base dugout, and we'll do it again. They could, though I don't think they would, give up their designated hitter this early in the game, but they could and put Drake behind the plate if they want to pinch hit Bart. The 1-2 chops it foul. Drags it towards the dugout. We'll do it again. It looks like Dominic Smith is standing on deck, so he'll be hitting for Eli White. No matter what happens here, but if they get Riley out, you can then walk Smith to get to Bart. The 1-2. Swing, rolls it over to third. That will score a run. It's not what Riley had in mind, but I'll tell you what, it's better than coming up snake eyes there, and the Braves are on the board. It's a one-run game.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
Going to get a meeting with Chris Hook, the pitching coach for the Brewers, here on the mound. Tying run is standing at second base, and Dominic Smith coming to the plate. And he's probably talking about the idea that you can pitch around him to get to Joey Bart. They could pinch hit Bart. You got Rowdy Tellez sitting there over on the bench. Say you go that direction, that would turn into the pitcher spot when it came back around, and we would just give up our designated hitter and have Drake catch the rest of the game. So we'll see what happens here, but that is an option. Braves trail by 1 now, and that's half the battle. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Dominic Smith at the plate. The pitch down and in. Sinker misses. They said he went around. That's a terrible call. Terrible call by home plate by third base umpire Tom Hanahan. 0-1. But he was bad behind the plate last night as well. The 0-1s that really put you in the hole to start this at bat. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing. Chopper back to the mound. And that's going to do her. So we'll head to the top of the 8th, trailing by 1, 3-2 Brewers. And the bullpen's got to keep them where they're at when we return.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Have dinner, buddy.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salad.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks.
Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
This is total BS.
Oh, yeah.
For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission for God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. Three to 2 your score. Milwaukee leads Atlanta. We go to the top of the 8th inning. And James Karinchak will come on for your Atlanta Braves, the right-hander. Has thrown 3 innings so far. Opponent's batting average of 111. And he has yet to give up an earned run. First pitch on the way as we start the inning. Righty-righty matchup. And the pitch to Billy the Kid is up high and out of the zone. Curveball. It's 1-0. William Contreras 2 for 3 on the day, batting .290. 2 singles to his names today. The 1-0 check swing right there at the bottom of the zone. Going to challenge this. I think he's going to get it right. It looked like it was below the zone. What I would like to know is why they didn't challenge down the line on the go-around, because we got less than that on the check swing call on Dominic Smith in the previous inning. But they did not check, and it's too late to do it now. The 2-0 brings it inside, 2-1. The 2-1 swing, lifted high into center field, but drifting back just before the warning track. Making the catch is Michael Harris II. 1 away. One up, 1 down. Gary Sanchez, the batter. First pitch is a 4-seamer right down the pipe. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires upstairs. 1-1. Bobby, I'm assuming you're asking about Contreras. Yeah, he was a part of the Sean Murphy deal. It was a 3-team deal that sent Contreras to Milwaukee and Murphy from Oakland at the time to Atlanta. 1-1 count as he steps out of the box. Gary Sanchez, an ex-New York Yankee, backup catcher, but the designated hitter today. The 1-1. Upstairs, curveball for a strike, 1-2. On deck is Sal Frelick. In the hole is Bowers. The 1-2. Caught looking, strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry, pee at the knees. 2 down. They want to challenge this, but I think he got this one wrong. In fact, I'm sure of it. We'll wait for the... Yep, there it is. Strike 3. Sit down, sucker.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Full count, or 3-2 your score, 2 outs. And that'll bring Better Call Saul to the plate. First pitch. Curveball, belt high. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Karinchak. Raring back. Swing, chopper over towards short. Mateo's got it. He'll fire a perfect P to first, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. We just need one run. Back in a flash here on the BCR Radio Network.
I will not put my phone number on this paperwork at the school. They text me about every assignment due, and I don't give a because I don't care if them kids fail. They can repeat the 7th grade 15 times. I don't give a damn. They'll be the tallest one in there.
I'm sorry. Are you insane? I'm like the most humble person ever. I won this in 1995, most humble person in Seattle. Then I won this one in 2000, most humble person in Washington. This one, most humble person in the Pacific Northwest. Got this in 2010. And then this one, I got this year. Most humble person in the universe, hands down. You are the best ever. You're so pretty and so smart, and people are lucky just to breathe your same air. So, the critics have spoken. I am both pretty and smart and humble. So take it back!
It's the 9 greatest left fielders. To qualify, player had to have had a minimum of 900 games in left field, starting with number 9.
His nickname was Rock.
Here's the Rock.
Because he's built like a rock.
Look at the play by Rock. Boy, Tim Raines been throwing some leather.
And once Tim settled into left field, his career took off.
It'll be a straight steal for Raines.
Tim started his career with 27 straight steals and set an NL rookie record with 71.
And he's in there.
But this was just the first of 6 consecutive seasons in which Raines would swipe at least 70 bases.
High drive into deep left field. Would you believe a grand slam for Tim Raines?
He had power. He had speed. He could hit for average.
Tim hit .320 or better 3 straight years for the Expos and won a batting title in '86 with a .334 average.
I did not mean to push all of your buttons. I was just looking for the mute.
Bottom of the 8th. Magic time. Here in Truist Park. And on the mound is Trevor McGill. He's set to face Joey Bart. First pitch on the... Man, that pitch is off the plate, and he's not challenging that. It's 0-1. That was 2 to 3 inches off the zone. Bart, knowing you only have 1 challenge left, is probably gun shy to use it, but that was definitely a ball. The 0-1 swing, fouls it back. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. McGill with a 4.15 ERA. He can bring it upper 90s where he lives. The 0-2. Swing, punches it right back. It's an atom ball right at the pitcher. L1, 1 away. McGill's glove is in the right place at the right time. If he gets by him, he's probably going to be an out anyway. The second baseman was standing behind him. And Rowdy Tellez is going to come on to pinch hit for Mateo, which means Kim would come in defensively in the 9th. Trying to get the righty-lefty matchup. As Tellez coming to the plate. So here we go. Righty-lefty matchup, 1 out. McGill kicks and fires. The first pitch is down below the knees. 4-seam fastball, 1-0. The 1-0. Swing. Slices it back foul. 1-1. Rowdy Roddy Tellez, 6'3", 273-pounder, 31-year-old out of Sacramento, California, drafted by the Blue Jays. 1-1 four-seam fastball. Right there for a strike, it's 1-2. He's played with Toronto. He was a Milwaukee Brewer before going to Pittsburgh, Seattle, and Texas, and now with Atlanta, the 1-2. Swing and a missed knuckle curve, struck him out, 2 down. Two down. And Mauricio Dubon coming to the plate. First pitch, swing, pops it up. Well, that was a really easy inning for Miguel. Be an F4 can of corn on your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. Braves go down quietly. We go to the 9th inning, trailing by 1 here in Braves country.
We're a team. One person struggles, and we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph.
Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know. I just don't see the point anymore.
Want to talk about our opponent?
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
They're bigger, faster, stronger, and on paper, they're just better, and they know it too. But I want to tell you something that they don't know. They don't know your heart. I do. I've seen it. You have shown it to me. You have shown yourselves just exactly who you are. When you take that field, you've got to lay that heart on the line. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got, lay it on the line, and if you do that, you cannot lose. We cannot be defeated. How you play today, from this moment on, is how you will be remembered.
Hey! What's this lying around? Well, what are we supposed to do, you moron? What? Over? Did you say over? Where's the spirit? Where's the guts? Huh? Oh, we're afraid to go with you. We might get in trouble. Well, just kick my from now on! Not me! I'm not gonna take this!
This is your opportunity to rise from these ashes and grab glory.
Nothing is over until we decide it is! Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no! It ain't over now! Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going! Who's with me?
Could fight him with conventional weapons. That could take years. I think we have to go all out.
Want to talk about our opponent?
He's a dead man!
This situation absolutely requires
our opponent.
Dead!
A really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part.
Our opponent.
Dead!
We're just the guys to do it.
Let's go!
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Excuse me. Gotta take my first step toward the Hall of Fame.
And this crowd's back into it now.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the 9th inning. And the Braves trail by 1. Looks like we're going to get Dylan Lee on the mound here. First pitch on the way is a strike right there. Lefty-lefty matchup to Mitchell. It's 0-1. The 0-1 down and away. Evens up the count at 1-1. One count. You got Bowers, then Mitchell, then Pratt. 1-1 swing, fouls it away. 1-2. So lefty, and then a righty, the 1-2. Caught looking, strike 3. Put a rainbow there at the below the knees. Just kind of a teardrop drops in for a strike. I think that thing just locked him up. One away. That thing just floated in there. He doesn't throw a curve, but that's about as close to a curveball as you'll ever see from Dylan Lee. So Mitchell, the batter, first pitch, swing and a miss over the top of the slider. It's 0-1. Infield. Back into the right. The 0-1. Slider, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Same two teams back at it tomorrow afternoon. 1:35 first pitch. It'll be Bryce Elder versus Robert Gasser. The 0-2. Swing, chopper over to second. Ozzy's got it. He flips it to Olsen. Tell you what, Mitchell was busting it down the line on a routine grounder. Got to respect that. 2 down. You don't see that a whole lot in major leagues anymore. That kid was busting it. Well, sit down, Scott, if you're getting busy. Two down, top of the ninth. Lefty-righty matchup. Pratt takes the pitch down and away. It's 1-0. Nowadays, they're telling these guys not to do it on routines because they don't want to pop a hamstring. He's probably saying, man, I'm 24. I ain't worried about that nonsense. The 1-0 swing lifts it into center field. That's down for a base hit. And Pratt gets a second base hit of the day, and he's on base with 2 outs. The 2-out single. That's great, Zane. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Runner goes, throw down to second base. High throw. And he's in scoring position. So now you got to lock it up tight here because you're going to have a hard enough time scoring 1 run in the ninth. You don't want to double your trouble. That kid can fly. I don't know if you're new to the station, Zane, but we're here for all the Braves games and many MLB games outside of it. The 1-0 pitch, chopped up the middle. Ozzy's got it, flips it to first. That's going to be a 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning and the threat. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Trailing by 1 here in Braves country.
We're doing random drug testing today. The only one I won't try is crack. What? Yeah, if we're just going to test random ones, I mean, I can tell the purity on a lot of other ones, but...
Flutie accepted his only Division I scholarship offer and attended Boston College in the fall of 1981.
I get to BC and there are 9 quarterbacks on the depth chart. I'm number 9. Thought I was way in over my head that I'd never see the field.
Line up. Doug was an afterthought to the offense. And I have no doubt that he had a chip on his shoulder because a lot of people didn't believe in him.
As the season progressed, Doug would move from the 7th quarterback to the 5th quarterback to the 3rd quarterback. And then finally we were over in Penn State.
So Penn State's offensive weapons are seemingly endless, and it is 38-0.
4th quarter comes around, they're like, warm up. I'm like, oh my God, seriously, I'm going to get in the game.
Now it will be Doug Flutie at quarterback.
I expected him to get hammered, to get beat up, spit out, and thrown back onto the sidelines.
They call a play, I roll out left, guys open, I throw it to him.
Fine pass by Flutie.
I roll out right, guys open, I throw it to him.
This is the deepest penetration for Boston College.
The game was the same that it's always been. It's like you take your read, you throw the ball to the open guy.
When he came in with that much confidence for a freshman, I remember distinctly thinking, who the hell does he think he is?
When y'all are saying that y'all used to drink from the hose, were sinks not an option?
We weren't allowed in the house.
Go outside, nerd. Get out. Go.
Welcome back. So here we go, bottom of the 9th inning. Southpaw on the mound for the Brewers in the first pitch swinging. Is that a fair ball? They're walking and stepping on the bag. Maybe they called it foul. It's a little confusing there. I guess that's a foul ball. It's 0-1. Murphy looks confused as well. Drake Baldwin, the batter. Aaron Ashby trying to come on for the save. Ashby, who's been a starter and a long reliever, now on to try to close this out. The 0-1 in the dirt. Not your conventional closer. He's not a guy who's going to blow you away, but he is a crafty veteran. And he's mainly being brought in because the two left-handers do up in this inning. The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. 2-1 count. Baldwin 0 for 3 on the day. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, chopper down the first base line. 2-2. He's thrown 4 pitches. They've all been sinkers. Olsen on deck. Ozzie in the hole. The 2-2. Caught looking, strike 3. Man, you got to swing the bat in the 9th inning, Drake. Bat at bat. He's had a bad day in general. 1 down. It happens. It's a good curveball, but you got to at least whiff at it. It was right in the zone. Lefty-lefty matchup. Matt Olson takes the first pitch high. Slider misses. 1-0. One swing can tie this baby. Braves trail 3-2. That's the exact score we won by last night. Two teams that very well could meet in the postseason. 3-2 pitch swing. Hammers it down the line, but foul. First base side, just missed extra bases there. Washington has a 3-2 lead over the Rays. They're in the bottom of the 8th there. And Tampa has just the worst uniforms. The 1-1. Inside high, 2-1. They were wearing one last night. I thought that was a throwback. This looks like they both have that old ugly Devil Ray look to them. I'm assuming one of them's at least the City Connect. There. Oof. The 2-1 pitch. Outside wide, 3-1. You wonder why you can't get fans in the stands? Nobody wants to look at those uniforms. The 3-1 count. Ozzie on deck. He has hit a home run. Olsen trying to work his way aboard. The 3-1. Kicks and fires. Swing. Lifts it. Into right center field. And that ball's going to get eyes. That ball is a seeing eye single, and your Atlanta Braves have the tying run aboard.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House. Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
Hit them where they ain't, boys. Now what we need is a bloop and a blast. Cross everything. Ozzie Albies coming to the plate, and of course that's his power side, the right-hand side. He could walk this sucker off. We'd all have a Merry Christmas. Braves trail 3-2. What has been an incredible series so far between these two teams that are destined for October. Wouldn't this be a hell of a 7-game series in the winter months? First pitch on the way, swing, chopper down the line, foul. It's 0-1. They keep rumoring that the Brewers would trade for Skubal, and I see the idea behind it, but it's never been the Brewers' MO. The 0-1 swing belts it down the left field line, but foul. And he smacked that one, but couldn't keep it straight, and it's 0-2. On deck is Harris. Riley's in the hole. Braves trail by 1. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. The 0-2. Curveball in the dirt. Ball bounces, but right in front of Contreras. He was freaking out, man. He didn't know where it was. It was right in front of him. So a 1-2 count. Turns and kicks, swings, slices it. Right field, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. Miss the pole. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lamma, ding-dong. A 2-run shot. And Ozzie Albies hits pay dirt, baby. Helter-skelter, good God almighty. I've seen witchcraft. And your Atlanta Braves walk it off in fine fashion, 4-3. Yes, sir, a mighty smack over the track. How far did it fly? Enough. 339 feet over the right field wall. It just tucked into the corner, just got over the wall. It didn't even get into the stands. And your Atlanta Braves walk it off. Unbelievable. There's your fireworks, Peter.
What you should know about winning before you chase it. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. Why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Who wanted the chicken across the road? He stepped out of range, got hit by a tree. He ain't no chicken no more. No!
Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Your Atlanta Braves win it 4-3. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Atlanta Braves. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Milwaukee Brewers. Dylan Lee will get the win. Ashby will get the loss, and your Braves will have won the series. We'll be looking for the sweep mañana, 1:35 Eastern, where the Braves take on the Milwaukee Brewers, and it'll be Bryce Elder Day. Let's hit those fireworks one more time. What a game, and obviously game ball, Ozzie Albies. 2 home runs. RBIs. We talked about it earlier in the game. This was his power side. He came through once again. Braves 4, Brewers 3. We'll see you tomorrow. Go celebrate, Braves country. What a game.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
To the ball game,
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.